Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon. At 4 o'clock, breaking news. We've been covering a shooting at Oxford High School. There are a handful of victims. 3 people believed to be students are dead. 6 others are injured. Our coverage continues now. First at 4.
What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Miz, man. Back with another blog. Hey, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. All right, so look, typically I use this channel to focus in on hip hop, battle rap, things of that nature. But look, yesterday I started getting these notifications on my phone. I start hearing all these crazy stories, man, about this high school shooting that's taking place in Oxford. Now, I know a lot of you people, a lot of y'all ain't from Michigan, you know what I'm saying? And being from here, Oxford is like it's like a suburban area, very suburban area. Not the type of stuff you would think that would go on out there, not at all. But however the case, on yesterday, a 15-year-old boy brought a gun to school. And now they say that this young man was in class, actually. He actually sat in on a couple of classes and whatnot. And carried out this shooting, carried out this shooting. But the story goes that this young man shot 11 people, 11 people with this handgun, you know, um, and of the 11 people he shot, he killed 3. Um, a big rest in peace, to the family of Tate Meir, Madison Baldwin, and Hannah St. Juliana, and to the rest of the families, and to the rest of the people that were affected by this, my condolences go out to you. Rest in peace to those young children that lost their lives. Um, stories are emerging, and I'm sure that this thing is gonna, gain some legs and get some traction, but they say that the kid that actually fired the weapon, that his father had bought this gun on Black Friday. So 4 days before, 4 days before this actually took place, this gun was purchased. And I'm sure the questions are going to start to roll as to, you know, how did this kid get access to this gun and, things of that nature. But that's not what this is about, for me. For me, this is more so about the parents, well, I guess in a sense, this is what this is about as well. To the parents, all right, look, let me tell you a little story of me growing up. Look, everything that I was doing as a young man, as a, elementary, middle school, high school, whatever, my father was on it. Everything, from the good things to the bad things, he was on it. So was my mother, in some sorts. But my pops, he was on it. Everything that I was doing, there wasn't really a internet, for us growing up, really, is 14, 15, whatever, was when we started getting into that kind of stuff. But it wasn't it wasn't all the craziness. But however the case, everything that I was doing, they were into it. My sisters were doing, they were into it, so there was a vast knowledge of, who we were as children. And my father had guns, growing up. Like, we knew it. But they were always locked up, and we wasn't in the mindset to, want to go do nothing crazy. Like I say, nothing like that, but saying that to say this, as a parent, you have to be on your children. You have to. You know, my pops used to say this little thing when I was a kid that I never understood until I grew up. But he used to always tell me, it takes a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, that shit was one ear and out the other. I never wanted to pay attention to that. I didn't want to hear that. But I understand that now. You know what I'm saying? If everybody around this child isn't giving this child what it needs, to grow, to be what this child could possibly be in life, there's going to be some alterations, to the road that this child may take or to the path this child may take, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying to the parents, it's nothing wrong with talking to your child. There's nothing wrong with finding out what's in the mind of your child, what's in the heart of your child. There's nothing wrong with going through your child's phone. There's nothing wrong with going through your child's laptop. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, when I was a kid, I would come home from school often, and I'm talking middle school, high school, often, and I would find my father in my room or my mom in my room, whatever, and at first it was it was a little weird, awkward, but as I started to, go around my friends and see how some of their parents differed from what I was, being shown at home, I started to understand that everybody's not the same. Everybody's not the same. So for me, I didn't gravitate towards the more or the lesser strict parent. I didn't gravitate towards that. I always gravitated towards the parent that was willing to talk to me, that was willing to sit down and give me some type of advice, because I knew I could learn. As a young man, I knew I could learn more from that parent. But at the end of the day, you know, for all those talks, for all those things that were said to me that I really didn't want to hear as a kid, I appreciate them now as a man. I appreciate them now because these things I can pass off to my children and so forth and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So with situations like these, they say that this young man, Tate Mir, was accepted to all kind of colleges. You know what I'm saying? That Madison was accepted to all kind of colleges. That this young lady was really on a road to do something spectacular in life. All of them. I didn't really get excuse me. I didn't really get too much information on the on Hannah. You know, but to her, the to her and her family, to Madison and her family, and to Tate and his family, and like I said, to the families of all the victims, in this senseless crime, even to the parents of the shooter, they say that that there's children in the hospital right now. The one boy was shot in his jaw and a bullet went through his head. Like, could you imagine, as a parent, could you really imagine, waking up, sending your child off to school, and that child never returning? Parents, please, love your children. Fathers, love your children. Listen to the fathers in this world. Get on your boys. Get on your girls. To the mothers. Talk to your girls. Talk to your sons. Like, get involved with these children's lives, before there's no chance for that. You know, no chance for that. I have a brother sitting in prison right now, doing 11 years, that we talk often, a young man, We talk often, and he's often very apologetic, often very, conscious of the things that he did as a young man, and also conscious of the things that, our parents didn't do, that they might have could have done better, but at the end of the day, like I tell him, every day is a new opportunity to do something different than you did the day before. Utilize these days. Like I hear, opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. That's so far from the truth. So far. Every day you wake up is a new opportunity. Every day, to the children that this may touch their ears, it's a new opportunity, because you see your parents a certain type of way or grew up a certain type of way does not mean that you have to live that type of way because somebody bullies you or says something like there's so much more to life, than these little moments, that we don't agree with or that we have a problem with somebody or anything like that. Life is so much bigger than that. But I didn't want to make this a long thing, man. I just really wanted to say rest in peace to these children, man, that lives were just taken or before they could even begin living life. Like this young man, Tate, he was on his way to be a football star, a star, and I don't know how true the information is, but they say that the call, the call that, the call that the dispatcher got about the shooting, the first call, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first calls, the dispatcher was actually family of Tate that didn't know at the time. Like it's just a sad situation, and I just want to leave it on this note. Parents, please talk to your children. Find out what's going on, and if you as a parent know that you don't have what it takes to talk to your children, there's other family members, there's other resources, there's other avenues of help out here in this world. Please utilize it because again, this school shooting thing is happening at an alarming rate. Children are killing children. When I grew up, that wasn't really happening. And if it was, it wasn't broadcasted as much as it is these days. So I'm just saying to y'all, you know, to the parents out there, hug your children, love them, But look, it's your boy Miz, man. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel.
This is what we do know based on what the undersheriff reported. We have 3 students who are dead, 6 people injured, including a school teacher. They've been taken to various hospitals. This all went down in a matter of about 5 minutes.